What's going on, everybody? You know who it is. It's your boy Wham, aka Wham the God, aka Sydney Daddy, aka Daddy, aka him, back bringing some more of that CDH content. And today, without further ado, we're gonna get straight into it. Today I think we're gonna be covering Commander in general, the things that have happened this week, and a few thoughts and opinions on that. I guess to start with, I have the article open right here already on the future Commander. And the first half of this article was pretty much about them handing the reins over of the rules committee to WOTC. It happened basically because our community decided to be a bunch, let's just get straight to it, decided to be a bunch of assholes. Harassment and threats of violence are just not acceptable. You can't be a community that says they're open and inclusive and accepting of everyone and then react like this over bans. At its core, it's just pieces of cardboard, game pieces. You're out here threatening people and talking about what you're going to do to someone and harassing them and cyberbullying them over pieces of paper. That's wild. Some of you guys need to reevaluate yourself and just your overall behavior, and maybe you should, think about playing something different, because that's just unacceptable. People are really out here losing their minds over shiny pieces of paper. We got to learn how to move forward and accept change. Change is going to happen with anything in life. Just got to learn how to accept it, be it for better or worse, and keep moving on, keep it pushing pretty much. When it comes to, harassment and cyberbullying in general, there could be legal ramifications to that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys didn't even think that through while you were doing it. Do you really want to do something like that and do something illegal and end up getting in trouble over, again, pieces of paper, cardboard? Y'all have lost your minds. Even in my videos, I say all the time, let's build a strong community. Let's look out for one another. Let's treat each other with respect. You guys got to keep these things in mind. Treat each other with respect. It's okay to disagree with somebody and, still be respectful of their opinion. It's called a debate. And, at its simplest form, it's just about exchange of ideas over a respectful platform. So let's move forward and learn from our mistakes. And a lot of y'all owe these people apologies. If they haven't blocked you already, some of you guys should reach out and probably say that you're sorry. You can't threaten people that way. And aside from that, just from watching everything that's unfolded with just these few bannings, and once again, it's a ban. You can take it to other formats. The only thing that I think you couldn't take to another format was the Jewel Lotus, and even people are finding a way to do that. The ban and just everything leading up to this week over, I'll say pretty much the last few months, have come across as a casual versus CDH or a us versus them mentality, and I don't think that's really the proper way to look at it, because all of it is Commander. It's all the same thing. Some people like to say that CDH is a sub format, but it's still part of Commander, the bigger format. So this us versus them mentality just isn't gonna cut it, and people just gotta learn how to find a way to just coexist, because like it's saying any movie or song, can't we all just get along? So when it comes to just things as they stand now, I think a lot of us have been hit hard by the ban, and things that have happened up to this point due to the fact that we've all just kind of been just going along with it. And I don't want to say all of us, a lot of people have been just going along with things that are said or things that happen, or certain ways to see the game. I saw this ban as a way to pretty much open up your mind, open yourself up to brewing, open yourself up to seeing new possibilities and ideas and actually being creative. Because if you really want me to be completely honest with you, a lot of you guys are just sheep. By me saying that, I mean not that you're not just out here bad, but a lot of you guys just go along with the flow. A lot of you guys just go with maybe your favorite content creator, or maybe your favorite pro player, whatever they say, and if they say something, then you take it as law and you run with it. A lot of it isn't testing and making evaluations of certain cards for your own analysis. I think a lot of times people may have a good idea. Case in point, I'll be straightforward with you. I have a lot of friends. Some of my friends, I'll run ideas by them, and I'll say certain cards or certain things that are happening, and maybe they might shove it off. And that's cool. Everyone has their own opinions. But if their favorite YouTuber or their favorite pro player says something, all of a sudden it's like a new bright light for them, like they've never seen it before. And I honestly just believe that's just sheep mentality. I just want people to have their own ideas, have an actual thought. A few of my friends, we don't agree on a lot of cards, we're constantly saying like we don't agree on cards, but I appreciate that because they have a different perspective and way of seeing things, and I have a different way of perspective of seeing things. And we come together. I'm not saying we disagree on everything. Some cards we both think are just busted, but I'd rather have someone like that you know, they'll disagree and give me their point of view than be surrounded by a bunch of yes men. That's just something for you to think on. Just something for you to maybe, you know, I don't know, put into the tank. Have a genuine idea, have a genuine thought, contribute to the community, contribute to gameplay, you know, be a change, do something different. Like I said, all this is just me going over everything that pretty much happened over, you know, pretty much last month, which is crazy. All this happened within the span of pretty much a month and maybe a half. It's crazy to me still. This is more of just, you know, just us having a chat, a come to Jesus, if you will, come to Jesus moment. We just need to settle down for a second, reevaluate, and let's move forward. Another part of this, you know, I already have it pulled up, is, you know, the article itself where they actually handed the reins over. We can take a quick look into it. I have a few things to say about this as well as my ideas on one thing in particular that they noted, being pretty much the bracket system. So, you know, let's just take a look. So here's the article itself. Like, I'm not knocking articles, or, you know, really well written article. Just, you know, going down through this once again, you know, here they're saying they're handing over the RC, addressing those harassment and, you know, threats and harassment accusations, cyberbullying. Again, guys, check yourselves. Let's not be those people. So what's next? So in this section, they're pretty much going over, you know, how they're looking to, you know, possibly address, you know, power level discussions, you know, the Rule 1 discussions and everything like that. A thing they pointed out here would be a possible bracket system. Now, you know, after looking at this, because I've already took a quick look at it, I myself personally, I don't think this bracket system is necessarily going to work, because I understand they're going to be like 4 power brackets, but if you have certain cards in a power bracket, you can say that your deck is, oh, you know, this power bracket or this average of power brackets, but at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to sit down and have a discussion about what your deck's actually doing, what's actually in the deck, what are you you know, what's the goal here. We become lazy and everyone's trying to, you know, find a way to skip the conversation of, you know, power level or overall, you know, what you're planning to do in the game of Commander, when Commander is, you know, in its essence, a social format. Everyone's trying to shortcut the social side of a social format and just have a format. If that's the case, you can play, you know, 1v1 things. Go play some Legacy, go play some Modern. Go play Cube. Cube is 1v1 for the most part. It's just everyone's trying to find ways to shortcut the social part of a social format, and I just can't grip my mind around it. And at the same time, the format itself is collapsing in on itself due to the fact that it's a social format. Is literally hurting itself from the thing that it was intended to be, which is the funniest notion to me. If people were just actually, you know, enjoy it for what it was instead of trying to find ways to, you know, shortcut and speed up the process. But I feel like the biggest, you know, appeal of this process is the social aspect. People come together for the social aspect. It's a way for people to meet each other, for people to actually make friends. If you find a way to shortcut that and get straight into the game, you're just playing a game of cards. And if that's the case, then I can go do any other card game. I can go play Yu-Gi-Oh! Something super not social. Not to, you know, shoot shots, but it's that game's at a point now where it's pretty much, you know, turn 1, turn 2 things are going on and that's it. You don't really have to talk much. So we have to remember these things. Let's not cut the best part of Commander out of Commander. So anyway, back to this. The brackets itself, like I said before, I don't think it's gonna work due to the fact that, you know, it's still gonna have these open discussions. Now, what I will say is I did have a chance to watch Mons' video, and in the video he talked about more like an overall score being like, you know, in the thousands, like 2000s or whatever, or you have a certain amount of points to build a deck, and then those points for that deck pretty much show you the power level of the deck, or, you know, the capabilities of the deck. I think that's way more accurate. I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect, but I feel like that's way, you know, I feel like that's better. I feel like that's a better solution to the problem. And shout out to that video. That video was really good. If you haven't had a chance, go ahead and check it out. I'll probably link it in the description. This isn't going to be like, a 30-40 minute video. It's pretty much just an overview of my opinion, or a quick look at what I was thinking. Like I said, and it ends pretty fast. And I know they had a Discord or Twitch discussion today. I happened to miss that. I might go back and watch it, might not, depends. That being said, I've covered everything I had to say on this, and that's pretty much the end of the video. Only thing left to say is, let's respect one another. Let's respect each other's opinions. Let's have love for one another. Let's embrace one another. Let's build a stronger community. And thank you for your time.